Hey guys, so I've been receiving requests to make a video on um, how to build the Proclaim slides and everything. So I'm going to go over that real quick. It actually doesn't take very long, and here's one of the reasons why it doesn't take very long. So if you come over here to the File section and you go to Open Recent, you're going to find two things. You're going to find a Sunday template and a Thursday template. And I keep those updated pretty much all the time. So whatever service you're making, then you just go to that template. So let's say, for instance, we're going to make a Sunday template. So all we do is we click on the Sunday template. And as you notice over here, everything's changing, right? So things are loading and all this kind of stuff. And it's already pretty much ready to go. If you want to change something, for instance, if you come in here, we've got one of our newer slides that shows our new T-shirts. All you have to do, let's say that we decide that we want to push the anniversary T-shirts. No big deal. All you have to do is click on the slide you want. You go over here to background. You're going to browse media, and you just come in here, and in this case, you're going to type in the word 10th. It didn't work. See, it's so easy, not even I can do it. Okay, so as soon as you start searching, you see, and here's the older slides that show T-shirts. Probably if you did shirts. It's just a search engine, so there we go. So you put in shirts, and it brings that up. So all you have to do is click on it, and then come over here to where it says background, and you're going to make that the background. So you notice when you did that, all kinds of things changed, right? So you're going to get rid of everything you don't want. So you're going to delete this picture. You're going to delete this and this. You just click on everything you don't want, and bam, here we are. Back to the slide that we had before. So let's say you've done all this, and all of a sudden you're like, no, dang it, this is the wrong service, or this is the wrong whatever. I didn't want to do that. All you have to do is undo it. So in order to undo things, all you have to do is come over here. This is the undo button. So as you click on it, you'll notice things start coming back. And bam. After a few clicks, we're back to the previous slide. And that works with everything. So if you're looking to add something or remove something, it's as simple as coming in here, clicking on the slide, background, we're looking for Numa now. So PNEUMA. And you can see all of the different slides that we've had for Numa. And it's simply a matter of clicking on it and adding it to the background. And then once again, if you don't like it, if you're like, nope, I don't want that, why did I do that? You just click the back button. And then, of course, you always want to check to make sure everything's all right. So you just hit the play button up here. And it'll play the slide for you if there's anything to play. If there's nothing to play, it doesn't show that. All right, so that's basically all you do to add any slides. If you want to change a slide, you just come in here and you change it. You can move stuff around just by dragging, and you can take it, and let's say you decide you want it up here, and then, well, that's not sized right, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so but now it's in the way. I don't like that. So let me put it down here, and if at any time, once again, if any time you want to undo something, undo, 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 and it just step by step undoes everything you did. So you really can't mess up. And if you do that and you decide, oh wait, I want it back, well, this is the undo and this is the redo. So over here is the redo. So once again, you just go through it, and it puts everything. There you go. So that's how you do any of these. If you want to change a background, you just come back in here. let's say that's brunch. So you're just going to type in brunch. And if you look, you've got all of these backgrounds that you can have for brunch. Some of them are ones that other churches have done. The ones that our church has done and used are always going to be the first ones up here. So let's say you want to change this background that we have, which I put because someone said that they wanted bacon. So I added some bacon, but let's say you decide you want something different. You just change it and bam, it's different. All right, so then once you've changed it, as you see, you've got all these different fields. So if you click on this first field, you'll notice that this one is lit up. If you click on the next one, you'll notice this one's lit up. If you click on this one, you'll notice that nothing is lit up because that one is not on the screen at all. So every one you click on, you'll notice that it changes what's lit up. So if you want to change it, you just come in here. You can change your colors. So let's change it to red. And then you can get rid of all the effects. And then bam, you have it red. If you want it black, you make it black. If you want it purple, you make it purple. So whatever color you want it, and whatever varying degrees of that color you want it, that's all you have to do. And once again, if you get to that point and you're like, man, I don't like the way this looks, remember your back button. You just hit your back button, and it'll just step you through all your changes until you find the one that you liked. So we're just going to put it back to the way it was. Eventually, there we go. And you just keep hitting back until you're back to where you wanted it. And like I said, it's that easy. So if you want to change the background, which is what we just did, you're going to click on background. Okay? If it's a new background, let's say something you made or something you found on Google or whatever, you're going to go to import. And import is going to take you to your computer slides. And it's going to give you the ability to load a background from your computer. If you want to add a background we've used before, then you just go to Browse Media, like I said, and you search whatever you want. Search CCRG. And it's going to bring 383 things. Every time I import something, I add the tagline CCRG. And so we have a bunch of CCRG. 389 CCRG files. If you want to change the foreground, so over here, so like I said, so this one right here doesn't show up because it's been deleted. So we've got Luana Morris and Sarah Pirtle. If you want to put that back, you just come over here, click on the down button, and you're going to add the contacts. Bam. There's our contacts. Luana Morris, Sarah Pirtle. And you can take that and resize that. Put it anywhere you want. And if you want to delete it, all you have to do is click on it and delete it, and it's gone. If you want to add a foreground picture, so that's a picture, a foreground image, you're going to come in here and add it. So let's say Browse Media, let's say we want to add the CCRG logo. So if you look over here under boards, you can see where it says CCRG logo. I've got everything grouped. So if you click on the logo, it's going to bring up all of our logo stuff. So let's say we've got blue going on. So let's say you want to add, so I added it to the background, so it replaced the entire background. So I didn't want to do that, so I'm going to undo it because I made a mistake. So now we're going to do foreground image, Browse Media. We're going to add it to foreground image. So now instead of replacing everything, it just shows up as an image on top. And then once again, you can resize it and you can layer it over other things. There we go. Now we've got that that layered. Once we've done that, we can go over here to background, or no, arrangement. Sorry, you can arrange your slides. So if I want to send that picture backwards in the arrangement, I could send it backwards. See, now it's behind the light blue. And if I do it again, now it's behind the white. And if I do it again, now it's behind the black, and you can't even see it. So if I want to bring it forward, I just come here to bring forward, and you can bring it forward. If I want to send it all the way to the back with one click, I just click on the back. If I want to bring it all the way to the front with one click, I just click on that. And you can use that anywhere. So let's say you want to use this as a great big image behind everything. So you just overlay it over everything. Then you come over here to arrangement and you send it to the back. And now that image is behind all your text. Now it won't be behind your background because your background is the very back thing. But see, now it's behind everything. You know, once again, if you want to get rid of that, so you've got all your different stuff. So the one I just added is this one. So it's the one that lights up when I select it. All you have to do is X out of it, and bam, it's gone. So it's super easy to adjust things. As far as adding songs, we've made that super easy as well. So your first section you got up here is your pre-service loop. Your pre-service loop is what runs before your warm-up. Your warm-up is what runs before your service. Your service is set to a time. So the service starts at 10 a.m. Everything else is based on that. So your warm-up is going to start 5 minutes and 1 second before the service, which means it's going to start at 9:54 and 59 seconds. And then this, in order to run all of this, it shows you that you need to start your pre-service loop by no later than 9:47 in order for it to run everything. Now, the reason why it's called a pre-service loop is because it'll just keep looping. It'll loop and loop and loop and loop. It'll start here and end here. And then once it hits this, it jumps back to here and plays everything through again. And it'll do that until 9:54 and 59 seconds. Once that hits, it'll automatically, bam, jump to your warm-up. Now, if you're not in your pre-service loop, it will not jump to the warm-up. So as soon as worship rehearsal is over, or as soon as whatever is over, you need to immediately start the loop. Because if you don't start your pre-service loop, then it, like I said, it's not automatic, and so it will not automatically start the warm-up, and it will not automatically start the service. So you have to start the pre-service loop. Once again, no later than 9:47, but you can start it anytime you want. And then everything's based on this. So the service starts at 10, which we know because this is Sunday morning. So what you're going to do is once you get your template fixed, everything's good. You look over the template and it's exactly the way you want it. At that point, you're going to come up here and you're going to go to File, and you're going to duplicate your template. So bam. And it's going to tell you, success. Your presentation has been duplicated, and the new presentation has been set to Sunday, December 27th, 2026, which is obviously not the date we want. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to close this. We're going to come up here, and we're going to set it for for Sunday, which is our next Sunday service is going to be July 28th. So we're going to click July 28th. Then we're going to click here, and we're going to change this so we can find it later. So we're just going to change it. So Sunday, July 28th. And then bam, we're done. So now this is set. Now, because I already have a Sunday, July 28th, because I've already been working on this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put test on this just so I can differentiate later. But normally you would not put test I'm going to make it all bold so I don't forget, because I'm a forgetter. It's what I do. It's how I roll. All right, so once that's done, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your pre-service loop and you're going to clone it into your post-service loop. And that's super easy. So all you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to click, you're going to click on your first slide. Then you're going to hold down the shift key. While holding down the shift key, you're going to click on your last slide in your pre-service loop, and you see that selects everything. So once that's done, then you can let go of the shift key. At this point, you're going to right-click on all of this stuff, and you see it brings up a menu of things that you can do with all this stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to create linked items in the post-service loop. So it used to be called cloning, which is why I said cloning earlier, but now you're creating linked items in the post-service loop. So you're just going to click on that, and boom. Now if you notice, now we're in the post-service loop, and we've got all this stuff from the post-service. So you'll notice that the pre-service and the post-service are now identical because all we did is copy and paste. The one thing you're going to do that is necessary is because it's the post-service loop, we don't need to tell people to turn off their cell phones, right? So you're going to get rid of anything out of the post-service loop that doesn't need to be there. So we've got our handy dandy little please turn off your cell phone slide, which is loud and annoying, which is the way we want it. We don't want that in the post-service. So all you do is you click on it, right-click on it, and hit delete, and it deletes that one file. All right? So that's really all you have to do. This one says is a welcome slide. So it's up to you if you want to take it off, because we don't need to welcome people to the post service, but you can leave it if you want. I'm going to choose to leave it just because I feel like doing it, because I like it and it's pretty and it's new. All right, so now we've got the post-service or the pre-service and the post-service match. Then we're going to go through things and we're going to make sure everything works. So this is our CCRG welcome. So this is Sunday morning, so it should say morning. So it says, good morning, church. Yay. So that is the correct one. If you want to change it, all you have to do is come over here to background. And if you notice that we have an entire board over here for CCRG welcome. If you don't see anything when you open it up, just clear all these search things and click on it again. So right now we don't have that many welcomes, but we've got this welcome. This is the welcome tile that I was showing you earlier. This is the 4th of July welcome. We probably don't want to use that. This is the one we just showed, and there's different ones. This is our Christmas welcome. This is our another welcome video. I'll be making more of these welcome videos as time goes by. The things you want to notice when you do this is you want to pay attention to how long it is. So this one's 19 seconds, so it's a very short little loop. So it'll just keep looping over and over and over again. This one, however, is 1 minute and 23 seconds, much longer. So it's more of a message. This one's the same way. This is 1 minute and 46 seconds long. The reason why this is important is because when you select it, we're going to make this the background. You notice that we're going to show each slide for 1 minute and 6 seconds. But that doesn't work, does it? Because the slide, as we saw, is 1 minute and 46 seconds. So all you do is you click on this, and you're going to type in 1M, 1 minute, and then you're going to do 46S, 46 seconds. And then you hit your enter button. You see, it automatically changed it to 1 minute, 46 seconds. Now, one thing that did, as soon as I did that changed the warm-up to 5 minutes and 41 seconds long, which is way too long. We want this to be about 5 minutes and 5 seconds. It can be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, but 5 minutes, 5 seconds is normal. So where we make that adjustment is in the Bible trivia. So right now for the Bible trivia, we have 8 questions at medium speed. So let's take off 1 question. So now we've got 7 questions at medium speed. So we're getting closer. That's 5:21. Now we've got 6 questions at medium speed. Well, there we go. So that's 5 minutes and 1 second. So if we wanted to make that a little bit longer, we could make it slow and then decrease it. So you just kind of have to play around with this. Right now, I'm gonna leave it on 6 questions, medium speed, and that'll put us at 5 minutes 1 second, which is a bit fast, but that'll work for now. You could add a second to this if you wanted to. So you could do 1 minute, like let's do 47 seconds, just for fun. So now then that's 5 minutes and 2 seconds and change and whatever. So that's better. So now that's how long this is going to last. So once you've got this working, and once again, it's the same thing for everything. If you want to change a background, right now the background looks like this. Nothing. This background has a cool little fade-in logo. And this background has a kind of a blow-up logo. So if you want to change these at any time, you can easily do it. All you have to do is come in here, go to background. These are backgrounds. So we've got worship backgrounds. That's what the BG stands for. We've got proclaim backgrounds, sermon backgrounds. And for this, I'm just going to go to, I think I have one. Yeah, just regular backgrounds. And that's not what I want, so we're not going to use it. So let's go to, no, that's not what I want. Oh my gosh. Worship backgrounds, maybe we can use that. You can use welcomes, you can use logos, logo stuff. There's a lot of logos. It looks like I need to readjust this, because this is a background right here and it shouldn't be here. So yeah, it looks like James needs to go through these and make them pretty. But if you want to change these, you can go through anything and you can change them, and it's up to you. Just make sure they look good and make sure they make sense. So now that's all that stuff. If you want to add songs, adding songs is easy. So let's say we want to add Happy Day. So you just go up here so you click on where you want the slide, and then you're going to come up here to add item. And then you're going to click on add item. You're going to click reuse item, because we've already done all. I mean, there should be no real need to make songs. Jim or Luana or myself take care of all of that. If you do want to learn how to make songs, let me know. I'll make you a video on that. It's not that hard. So you're going to use reuse item, and you're just going to click on the name of the song. So Happy Day. And you see it comes all the slides of Happy Day. Or if you type in praise, it's going to bring every single song with the name praise. So in this case, we don't want praise Adonai. We want the actual song praise. And I like our newer one with the crowns. So you just click on it and bam. So that's the entire song. That's exactly how it looks. Then depending on who's leading the song, you change it. So right now that we have a main arrangement, which we try not to change. And then the only other, the person who's been leading this song is Luana. So if we come to this song and it's being led by Jim, or it's being led by James, all you have to do is come in here, click on this. You're going to do save as new arrangement. You're going to do CCRG, and then just James. And then you're going to spell it correctly, because that's the way we do things. J-A. It's bad when you don't know how to spell your own name. And then you just hit enter. So now it says CCRG James. So now if you pull it down, now it says Luana and James. So now you can change back and forth, and it'll be the correct arrangement for that person. So we're going to keep it Luana, because she's the one who is doing that song. So we've got praise. So next, so once you've added your first song, there's one very important thing that you have to do. You have to grab Pastor Mike, and you have to pull him down here, because This is the slide for when Pastor Mike gets up to teach, right? So that's after worship. And so as soon as you do that, you click on the Pastor Mike slide and you pull it down. After that, all you do is click on the slide you want. So after praise, let's say, is going to be happy day. Whoops. And then after happy day is going to be praise Adonai. See? And it's literally that easy. Once again, the only thing you have to check for is the arrangement. Make sure the arrangement matches the person who is doing the song. So once you've added all your songs in here, we usually do 5, and then the teaching. Then your last song is going to go between these two guys. So you've got Pastor Mike, and after this is where he'll put his teaching slides. So the very next song is going to go right here between these two logo slides. So you're going to come in here and you're going to do I Surrender. And once again, you have all of the I Surrenders, and they've all looked the same. So whatever. So you just select I Surrender. And it's simply that easy. A couple things I like to go over. So if you click on the body right here, the body is always going to be 140. So that's the size of the text. So every slide should look like this: 140, and then on the line spacing, line height, it should be 1.1, and on the letter spacing, it should be -5. So we've got font size is 140, line height is 1.1, and letter spacing is 0.5. And if you look through here, you'll see that that's basically the way it is. Now this one is bigger, but this should only be 1.1 and -5. So sometimes, and if you look, it doesn't look too small. It looks fine. But if you look at this one looks good too. And you can see what happens. Let's say we decide to change this to 170. As soon as you do it, you're going to get a warning on the top. It says 1 or more lines in this item have been scaled to fit the slide. Add a line break to refine the layout. And if you look through it, you'll see that some of them, you see how this one is smaller than this one? And this one, it's just a little bit smaller. So it kind of looks weird. This one's smaller than this one. And that's the cause of that, is because it's scaling things that are too big. So what I found is if you keep it at 140, boom. Now everything works. 140, 1.1, -5. All right? If you do find one that is different like this one, you can change it if you want to. But notice it doesn't have that warning. So as long as the warning is not there, then you're fine. So once again, praise Adonai, 140, 1.1, -5. I Surrender, 140, 1.1, -5. So that's that. So if you're making a slide, that's what it should look like. 140, 1.1, -5. Unless you're in a place like this where the lyrics are really small for some reason, and you want to make it bigger, and it'll fit. Because in this case, it was bigger, so I made it bigger. So that's literally all you have to do. So right now we've been doing this for 30 minutes. I'll probably try to make a synopsis of this for you, so that there's not so much talking and you can just watch it real quick. But this is what we've got for now. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any comments, let me know. And if you would like any more training videos, let me know, because now that I figured out how to do it, it's pretty easy. So, all right. I will talk to you later. Bye.